why we went to the plasticulture here, with the idea that the only way I was being granted permission to plant these crops was because I was basically swearing that I was going to take care of them, you know what I'm saying, through the summer.
When you're not supposed to be at work.
When I'm not supposed to be there. And also, the internship program hadn't actually come together yet, so I was kind of stepping out on a limb there. But we did use the plasticulture with drip underneath it. We notice we don't have an injector in the system, so any nutrient input has been minute, and done by hand, and that's like only once or twice on an entire row here. So we're not pumping a bunch of nutrients to these crops. We have added compost. We've used some shredded tree material that we can get free. That's been part of the thing. Our organic matter, well, we're not necessarily getting a totally consistent story, but we send it to the soil lab each year in Stillwater, and they say, why don't you quit sending it every year? But we're doing it because it's an educational thing, you know what I'm saying? But 2 years ago, they said we had somewhat a little bit over 10% organic matter, which is super high. And then more recently, we were getting a reading that was about 6, which is still really nice. And I would say when we think about the way this area has been used in the years, Julia have been involved here, as she was talking about, with vegetable gardening. And so there was composting and essentially organic techniques taking place for years, because we didn't have actual vegetable crops growing in these particular beds, which is the majority of them, that we instead did a warm season cover crop. And that was actually following in succession from a cool season cover crop. So they've got cover cropped and then cover cropped. And we used the first cover crop as residue to help the second cover crop get established. Yeah, and we're using the organic techniques essentially. We're not claiming to be organic certified or anything of that nature, but just saying it's kind of what we're striving for is to give a little taste of market garden techniques in a biointensive organic approach as much as is feasible for us to do.